Hi, I'm Lex Kravitz. This is Module 0 of the Microcontrollers for Neuroscience course sponsored by OpenBehavior. In this module, I'm going to teach you how to install the Arduino development environment, configure it to work with this Adafruit PyGamer board, and then we're going to flash some code to test the board. So let's get started. First thing you're going to need to do is download the Arduino development environment. I'm going to head over to arduino.cc, click on Software, and then download the version that's appropriate for you. For me, it's this Windows 7 and newer. You'll have the option to donate if you'd like, or you can click Just Download. Once it's downloaded, you're going to run it. I'm going to accept the user agreement, install everything that it wants to install. All right, and now let's fire it up. So it'll open with a blank sketch. You don't have to worry about any of this. What we need to do is configure it to work with this PyGamer board. If I head over to the Adafruit site, learn.adafruit.com, Adafruit PyGamer, we can learn a lot about this board, including the Arduino IDE setup. So that's what I'm going to talk you through right now. We downloaded the IDE already. We now need to tell the IDE where to get the information about this board so that it can communicate with it. You can read all this at your own time, but what we really need is this link. So I'm going to head back to my IDE. I'm going to go to File, Preferences, and I've already pasted it in there. We're going to put this link in the Additional Boards Manager URL. And now the IDE can go and find the information it needs. So how do we ask it to do that? We're going to go to Tools, Boards Manager, and we're going to search here for two packages. They both have the same keyword, SAMD, S-A-M-D, and we're going to install this Arduino SAMD boards, 32-bit ARM Cortex M0+. I've already got it installed, so I don't need to do that again. And then we're going to install the Adafruit SAMD boards. Again, I've already got this installed, so I don't need to show you what will happen if I click Install. But a word of warning, both of these take about 10 minutes each to install. So just sit back and let them both install. And when you're done, you should see what you see on the screen here, that I have Arduino version, maybe a newer version by the time you're doing it, but I have an Arduino version installed, I have an Adafruit version installed. So now the Arduino IDE has the board definitions. Now let's give it some code. For the rest of the modules here, we've put example code into a library. We're going to add it now. I'm going to click on Tools, Manage Libraries. And what libraries are collections of code. So for many pieces of hardware you may see online, someone may have written a library. Let's say you buy a temperature sensor. There may be a library that allows you to call it and ask it to give you the temperature. Let's see. So we have a library called OpenBehavior, which is for this course. If I search for it, we'll see it here, and we're going to install the latest version. It's going to ask us for a lot of dependency libraries. These are mostly in order to use other hardware that's on this PyGamer board. I'm just going to say install all of them, and then we'll have all the code that we need for this course. All right, and when we're done, we're going to hit close. And now the final step, we're going to make sure that we've done everything correctly. I'm going to plug this into our computer with this micro USB. You may see some things come up on the screen. I'm now going to go to File, Examples, Basics, Blink. This is a very basic example that's just going to blink an LED on the board if we've done everything right. So here's the code for Blink. You can look at the code later. I'm going to go to Tools. Under the Boards Manager, I'm going to click on this Adafruit SAMD and choose the PyGamer board. I'm then going to look at the port, and it should pop up. It is popping up, this PyGamer. And then to flash the code over, I'm going to click this right arrow here. We're going to see that the code is compiling, and when it's done compiling, it's going to flash it. What we're looking at is this little this little LED right next to the SD card. It's a little red one right there. And if everything is configured correctly, we should see it blink 1 second on, 1 second off after the code's been uploaded. There, it's upload. You know it's done it correctly because it says done uploading, verify successful. And now if we look at that little LED, it's blinking on and off. So that's what you need from this module. We've now installed the Arduino IDE and configured it to communicate with the PyGamer board. In the next module, we'll be going over how to use digital inputs with this board.